So, what is trigonometry anyway? You might have heard the term in your math class and wondered what it really means. Well, let's dive into it. Trigonometry is a fascinating branch of mathematics that helps us understand the properties and relationships of shapes and angles. It's not just about solving equations, it's about seeing the world in a new way. The word trigonometry comes from the Greek words trigonon, which means triangle, and metron, which means measure. This gives us a clue about its primary focus, measuring triangles. Specifically, trigonometry studies the sides and angles of triangles, especially right-angled ones. But why is this important? Why should we care about triangles and their angles? Engineers use trigonometry to design and build structures like bridges and buildings. By understanding the properties of triangles, they can ensure that these structures are safe and stable. Astronomers rely on trigonometry to measure distances between stars and planets. This helps them map out the universe and understand the vast distances in space. Even game designers use trigonometry to create realistic graphics and animations. By applying trigonometric principles, they can simulate real-world physics and make games more immersive. In this guide, we'll start with the basics of right triangles and introduce you to the fundamental trigonometric functions: sine, cosine, and tangent. These functions are the building blocks of trigonometry. By the end of this journey, you'll have a solid grasp of these concepts and be ready to tackle more advanced topics. You'll see how trigonometry connects to various fields and why it's such a powerful tool. So let's embark on this exciting adventure and start learning about trigonometry now. Get ready to see the world through the lens of triangles and angles. Before diving into sine, cosine, and tangent, it's essential to understand the fundamental building block of trigonometry, the right triangle. This geometric shape is not just a figure in a textbook, it is a cornerstone of many real-world applications and mathematical concepts. Let's discuss the right triangle in detail. A right triangle is a type of triangle that has one angle exactly equal to 90 degrees. This 90-degree angle is also known as a right angle, and it is what gives the right triangle its name. A right triangle has one 90-degree angle, which is often represented by a small square in the corner of the triangle. This right angle is crucial because it allows us to apply various trigonometric functions and principles. Like a corner of a square, the right angle in a right triangle is always 90 degrees. This makes it easy to identify and work with in both theoretical and practical scenarios. The sum of all angles in any triangle is 180 degrees. This is a fundamental property of triangles that holds true regardless of the type of triangle. In a right triangle, since one of the angles is already 90 degrees, the other two angles must add up to 90 degrees as well. This ensures that the total sum of the angles is 180 degrees. The sides of a right triangle have special names, which we'll cover next. The longest side, opposite the right angle, is called the hypotenuse. The other two sides are referred to as the opposite and adjacent sides, relative to a given angle in the triangle. Right triangles are the foundation of trigonometry. They allow us to define and use the trigonometric ratios, sine, cosine, and tangent, which are essential for solving problems involving angles and distances. Think of a ramp against a wall. The ramp forms the hypotenuse, the wall forms one of the legs, and the ground forms the other leg of a right triangle. This practical example shows how right triangles appear in everyday life. Or consider a ladder leaning against a building. Both form right triangles. The ladder is the hypotenuse, the building is one leg, and the ground is the other leg. These examples help us visualize the concept of right triangles in real-world settings. These examples show how common right triangles are in our daily lives. From construction to navigation, right triangles play a crucial role in various fields. Understanding right triangles and their properties is essential for mastering trigonometry. Trigonometry helps us measure and analyze these triangles, making it a powerful tool in both academic and practical applications. Now let's look at the names of the sides of a right triangle. Understanding these names is crucial for solving various problems in geometry and trigonometry. In a right triangle, each side has a specific name and role. The longest side is called the hypotenuse. It is always opposite the right angle, which is the 90-degree angle in the triangle. The hypotenuse is the side that stretches the longest distance across the triangle. The other two sides of the triangle are known as the legs. These legs are named based on the acute angle we are focusing on. An acute angle is any angle less than 90 degrees. For an angle theta, the side directly across from it is called the opposite side. This side is crucial when calculating trigonometric functions like sine and tangent. The opposite side is the one that does not touch the angle theta. The side next to the angle theta, which forms the angle along with the hypotenuse, is known as the adjacent side. This side is important for calculating the cosine of the angle. The adjacent side is the one that helps form the angle theta. Remember, the hypotenuse never changes regardless of which angle we are focusing on. However, the labels for the opposite and adjacent sides depend on the angle in question. This means that as you change the angle you are looking at, the opposite and adjacent sides will change accordingly. Understanding these names and their relationships is essential for working with trigonometric functions. These functions are used in various fields such as physics, engineering, and even computer graphics. By mastering the names and roles of the sides of a right triangle, you will be better equipped to tackle complex problems and understand the world around you. Let's explore sine, written as sin in math. Sine is a ratio the opposite side over the hypotenuse. For any angle theta, this ratio remains constant regardless of triangle size. Sine helps us understand relationships, like a ramp's steepness. A larger sine value means a steeper ramp. If you know an angle and hypotenuse, you can find the opposite side using sin. Sine is a powerful tool for finding unknown sides and angles. Introducing cosine, or cos, another trigonometric function. Cosine is the ratio of the adjacent side to the hypotenuse. Like sine, cosine values remain constant for a specific angle. In our ramp example, the cosine relates the horizontal distance to the ramp's length. A larger cosine value indicates a gentler slope. With cosine you can find unknowns, the adjacent side or the angle itself. Cosine is a valuable addition to your mathematical toolkit. Introducing tangent or tan, the opposite over adjacent ratio. Tangent is the ratio of the opposite side to the adjacent side. For a given angle theta, this ratio is constant. Consider a tree and its shadow. The tangent of the angle formed helps find height or distance. Tangent is useful when the hypotenuse isn't known. If you know the angle and adjacent side, you can find the opposite side using tan. Tangent is essential for solving height and distance problems. SOH ka toe, your trigonometric best friend. This mnemonic helps remember sine, cosine, and tangent. SOH sine is opposite over hypotenuse. KH cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. TOA tangent is opposite over adjacent. Memorizing SOH KH TOA links each function to its ratio. Practice with this mnemonic to master trigonometry. Trigonometry in action real-world examples. In construction, engineers use trigonometry to design safe wheelchair ramps. They calculate the ramp's length using sin. Pilots and sailors use trigonometry for navigation, finding distances with tan. Surveyors measure land, using trigonometry to find distances like river widths. In astronomy, trigonometry measures star distances using parallax. Trigonometry is essential in many fields, making it a valuable skill. Why bother with trigonometry? It develops thinking skills and helps analyze spatial problems. Trigonometry is a basic tool in engineering, architecture, physics, and computer science. It's essential for STEM careers and appears in geography, art, and music. Trigonometry is more than triangles and angles, it's a powerful tool for measuring the world. Mastering sine, cosine, and tangent opens many doors. Embrace the challenge to learn it. As we wrap up, remember that trigonometry is more than just a subject you study in school. It's a skill that can open doors to various exciting fields and help you understand the world around you in new ways. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it to a friend who is struggling with trigonometry. Bye, peace out.